Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up,
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to get this out to the 25.
19,
on the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. The Browns at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you take a stall them out when you do that.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
That's to the right side and complete to the Joker. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Blake Gilligan on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out. Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw, Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he will have a Steelers first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also. Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and then they make the big plays downfield. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here? I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. Here's Penix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 15-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard
line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 by 18. Find it.
To throw again, here's Sanders. And this is incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Okay, break.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, smash. Hiking 18. Go.
To throw is Sanders. That is caught. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun here, Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Sanders to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Bronco 80.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. That's to his running back, complete. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Cup 19, 70 Rangers.
Now Sanders. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So we're at the 41, second and 9. They'll throw with Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Penix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was is not an easy one to hold on to. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Johnson running right. Able to put, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers
They'll try and throw with Penix. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something on this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Sanders. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on. Dragon 6.
Throwing, Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Vikings. 6.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Sanders going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
19. 7 Pirates.
Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before
short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Hey, smash. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw again. Right back to Njoku. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
This one is complete to Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Crenshaw Jenkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Penix working out of the gun here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action now. Sanders. Pass caught by Famine. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Now he's loose, got a left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead here this third quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here.
The Browns will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
The score, Browns 20, Steelers 19.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Looking to throw, Penix. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now inside the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Let's go.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Penix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready.
On first down is Jenkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Let's go. 79, Panther 6.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Get it.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I say she's bad. Watch him do it. He's a crowd outside, dog, from the music. What? They like, what he owns? This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort. The board, that's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Penix. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 19. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. A very nice job of a run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Cardinals. Ready.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now they'll shift things around.
Check smash, check smash. Hey, smash Bronco. Check out.
Once again, Jenkins. He can't get him down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight. Down. Hawk 7, 65 cat, 65 cat.
To throw is Sanders. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Pirates, here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is called touchdown, Cleveland. From 8 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
The Browns will line up for the
60 Eagles, 60 Buffalo 18.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
26. Steelers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Steelers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Sanders. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Sanders. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, Smash. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
They'll try it out with Jenkins. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Heck of a move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, light comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now run straight ahead to Warren. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll throw with Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Checks the score. Steelers 36. Browns 26. Here's Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Checks it down to Judkins. And he'll get up near the 45 and spot it at the 44. Sanders. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.